Hello everybody. In this video we are going to be reviewing how to get images or vectors to use in our designs. However, let us keep in mind that whenever we're using someone else's work, we should be giving credit or at least making it our own by making adjustments to it so it is not exactly the same. Okay, so over here we're going to be going to a site that is called FreePic. FreePic has a lot of images that could work for us. In this case, we're going to be looking something that is similar to this. So you can either look for the particular word, like for example in this case is a mango, or the leaves, like I don't know, like let us look for fruits and vegetables. Over here you might find images as well. So what you're going to be doing is on the left side you're going to click on the section that it says vectors, that are just like these drawings, right? And you're going to be looking for the license that says free. All right, so in this case you are just going to look around and see which one like kind of aligns with what you're looking for. In this case I am hoping to find like a mango. Obviously we might not find exactly what we want, but okay, so there is mango, there is a lemon. Just keep in mind that you can always try to be a little bit more specific. For example, just write mango. That's something that aligns with your expectations. Okay, we can say it's perhaps this one. So once you have selected it, one of the things that you can do is say download, but what you want is to be really specific about which kind you want. You're going to click on EPS. Okay, once you click on it, you're going to download it. It says mango. You can just create a folder where you're going to be putting all the resources that you're going to be using. And over here I will just click on the image icon and I'm going to select mango. Over here it will appear. You can tell, oh, can I select it? But you will be able to select it in a second. First of all, this is the one that is just related with the mango. I'm going to click ungroup and then probably ungroup. Okay, so in this case, if you see all of that blue line means all the different elements that are inside the image. So I'm just going to start removing the things that I don't want. If you see, I only want the outer part of the mango, so I'm just going to be selecting the other parts. I'm just going to eliminate it. I shouldn't need any leaves. I'm going to eliminate the leaves. Well, I will be needing, but probably these ones are not aligned with my expectations. And over here, basically that should be it. If you want to, over here, design by FreePic. Okay, before we carry on, if you notice, these are elements that allows us to create kind of the feel of the volume, but this is the one that is the main color. I'm going to change it so I can select the one that I have over there. If you see, it's quite simple. I will just zoom in a little bit. You see, it's quite simple. We're just going to be matching a little bit. If you want, you can do it from scratch, but I just want to do this relatively fast. I'm going to be eliminating this one. Just this one as well. I'm just going to leave those ones, or actually let us just select those two and also have this color. This one I can just make it like that one, and this one at the bottom it could look like this one as well. I can eliminate that one. Okay, so it's more or less like the shape that we had. So we're just going to select the whole thing, and once again we're just going to group it. And this one, I don't know what that is. Now this is going to be called mango. Okay, so what I will do is that I will shrink it. Oh, you see there is something loose here. Okay, I will shrink it. In this case, I will try to place it more or less where I wanted it to be. I know it is not exactly the same, but over here at least we're trying to get somewhere. Don't worry about like having it inside the space of the like the outline. We will do that later. But I can just select it. There are two ways in which you can select it and copy it. One is with Command C, Command V, right? That could be one. So I can just move it around to the other part where I have the other mango. Or you can just click on Option if you're using the Mac, and then like turn it around over here so it kind of matches, right? Where else do we have another mango? It's over here. It doesn't have to be like precise. It will be even better, right? Correct. But in this case, okay, I didn't select correctly. In this case, I'm not like focusing on the names of the mangoes, but I mean, if you want to, you're more than free to do it. Okay, so over here you kind of get what we are getting at. The computer might slow down a little bit. What we want is I will be selecting all of the mangoes. I will be grouping them so they are easy to grab. But another thing that it is important, for example, is that we want the inner circle, like this one for the main circle, to be higher than the actual mango. So what I'm going to do is select a group. It should be mangoes. And I will be dragging it, click and drag, and then place it underneath the main circle. So now you see the mangoes are underneath that. We'll just create the shape for the outline later. So you have images that you have extracted, right? The text should be exactly the same. Obviously, in this case, we're missing the other circle over here, the rest of the text. We can find the icons, and that is another platform, and that one is called Flat Icon. So Flat Icon can, once again, is similar to the site that I just showed you. This one, FreePic, they kind of belong to the same company. But if you see, these are icons. Icons means that they don't have much color. They're quite simple, and they can like represent something. In this case, we're going to be looking for the social media icons. So I will just write social media. And in this case, you can see that they are like, okay, so for example, I could grab all of them from just this one, or I can just go one by one. As you see right here, they don't have any color, so I have Instagram. I could just go to the one that it has Instagram, and I can just click on download. In this case, I cannot edit the color, so I will just, luckily I needed black. I just download it as a PNG. Keep in mind that's like it says, we need to like provide some credit to the actual author, right? It says by Pixel Perfect. That's what we're going to be doing. So over here, you're going to download it. Okay, Instagram icon. And then over here, once again, if you already know this, how to drag it. There you go. Obviously, you need to shrink it. If you see, the mangoes are being edited. So I just shrink this one to the size that I need it, which is relatively small. You can just zoom in a little bit closer and even like hide the mangoes so it's not so slow. There you go, more or less the same size, right? So over here you have the icons. You can look for these ones icons, like the barcode. That is another one. You can just go into Google barcode and find an image that is PNG, which basically means that it doesn't have any background, unless it is white, because it will be beneficial for us that it is white. That is another thing. Let me really quickly find a barcode. In this case, obviously we're going to be looking for one that is quite simple. You can either copy the image and then paste it here. Okay, but if you see, the frame is quite big, so what we're going to be doing is that double click, and then if you see that there are certain like shapes that appears in the corners, I can just click on those ones and I can shrink it without damaging the image. I'm just like selecting what is it that I want, and then I just double click on the outside, and then there you go. You have the barcode. I will just shrink it once again so it can fit on the area that I need it. Just make it bigger. Let us zoom in. Okay. Even like, actually I should like make it a little bit like smaller. I can just crop it off a little bit. There you go. Remember, it's not about like making it precise, but at least like learning how to work with the platform. And over here I will just change the name to barcode, and this is already Instagram icon, and I will just turn on everything that we have done so far so you can see what we have. Obviously it is not finished. It is not finished, but we have done plenty so far. And then what we could do, I will just like show you really quickly. Talking too much, I know. I have replicated the outline. Why? Because I want it to go over the mangoes, so I can have the mangoes inside the shape. So now you go. Now there you are. The mangoes are inside the shape. And you will say, oh, but what about the green? Okay, so I can just click on it. And if you see right here, there you go. So technically, now you have the background with the mangoes inside. Okay? Just continue exploring, replicate everything, work with the text, work with the shapes, so you can practice as much as you can. Okay? Good luck.